Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name's Mac or Mark, whatever you prefer, and today I'm going to be showing you how to get Dragon Ball Fusions, Pokemon Star or whatever 3DS game you want for your Windows 10 PC or laptop with an emulator called CITRA. Now a little disclaimer before we go any further ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be Windows 10 only. I can't tell you how to do it on Linux or Mac if it's any different, and the controller that I'm using to configure these games with is PlayStation 4. Anything else you're going to have to look somewhere else. Apart from Xbox users, I'm thinking they'll be relatively the same. Now I'm going to keep it simple but trying to give you as much information as I can step by step. The first link you'll see in the description will be to a 7-zip or WinRAR, whichever one you want. Download that because you're going to need your extracting file software to go any further. I prefer 7-zip, it's much easier, it's integrated with my PC quite well, so go to that, download that. It'll tell you if you want a 32-bit or a 64-bit. To find that out, just go to your settings, go and type in about your PC, and it'll come up here, times 32 times 64, whichever one it is. Download that, pause this, upload that, come back, and we'll go on to the second link. Now the second link is going to be your emulator itself. Click that and it'll take you to a page what looks like this, nice, bright, beautiful. Hey, you want to click this link here, download for Windows, Linux and Mac. Download it, you'll see this link here, download for Windows 64. Click that and it will come up here. It downloads relatively fast, there's no kind of waiting around. It's kind of simple really to upload, no fuss. Once that uploads, what you want to do is just click on it like so, and then once it's in, you want to go through it step by step how you want to do it. Once that's installed, what you want to do is type in CITRA in your search bar, and you'll see two different types, CITRA Canary and CITRA Nightly. Now I use Canary because I have no friggin' idea what Nightly does, so we'll just stick with that one for now. Now that is done ladies and gentlemen, two simple steps are over. Now your ROMs. Now this is where people kind of have a little bit of trouble with, because they kind of get confused as to what needs uploading, what needs extracting, etc, etc. Now the third link is going to take you to either Pokemon Star or Dragon Ball Fusions, whichever one you prefer. It doesn't matter, they both do the same thing ladies and gentlemen. For the purpose of this video I'm going to use Dragon Ball Fusions, but if you want Pokemon Star, just follow this guide, it'll do the same. Come in. Also, sorry, if you want to search for any more games, just type Nintendo 3DS. Make sure you go in decrypted ROMs. They're the ones that are going to work best. All these others just ignore. Now come down here and you'll see your 5 links that you want. Usually it has Google Drive. That's the one I picked, but for now it doesn't. We're going to click open load. You're going to have to obviously you're going to have to go through some links like this, which I don't want it to. That's quite loud. That's very annoying. Click off that and you'll come to this site here. You're going to have to go through some adverts, obviously that's just the normal now in any kind of thing. This is where people kind of get annoyed. They think, oh, I'm not getting anywhere with this, what's going on, why isn't it working? It will work eventually ladies and gentlemen, you just have to be patient with it and keep clicking it until your file comes up. Now once that's downloaded, what you want to do is you want to click here and go into show in folder. It'll come up, obviously it's not coming up for me for some reason, I'll just have to do it the hard way. It'll come up in your folder and it'll look something like this. Now these is where people have problems with. They think that that's the actual file that they need to play, and once they go on the emulator itself and they can't find that file, they search somewhere else. That is the file that you want ladies and gentlemen. If you're one of these people who think, oh, these white files don't do nothing, why can't I go on my emulator and I can't upload that? That's because this is the raw file that is associated with the actual file itself. Now what you want to do is you want to right click where you are. This is where I got 7-zip. You want to open the archive of the file. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. That is the game that you want. It's actually buried inside those white files. You need to extract the information out of those by extracting with this little minus here, clicking OK, download wherever you want it. Whatever you do, it'll download to wherever you want it to go, and that's it. That's done. That's where people mainly have trouble from. They think they click on these files and they're like, why isn't it coming up? Why isn't anything doing? No, you need to get the information out of these files. Click off that, go back to your CITRA emulator by just typing in CITRA, going on Canary. Sometimes as well, you might get a window that opens up in the background like that with some log information. You just ignore that, it's nothing. Load file. Now if you saved it to your downloads file like I have, you can see it's going to be the only one that's come up, because that's the only one it's going to be registering as it's playable. Now what you want to do is you just want to click open, and it'll open up for you there, ladies and gentlemen. Pretty goddamn dandy. If you did the same with your Pokemon one as well, the Pokemon one is exactly the same, but you have to extract a few more files, which is no problem. I just saved mine to an actual file because there's quite a lot of files. What you want to do is just click on Pokemon, click open, and it'll open up the Pokemon Star one for you as well. Now to get the actual controller to work, that's where the fourth controller comes in, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, that's where the fourth link comes in. If you click the fourth link in the description below, it'll take you to a site like this. Now you might be thinking, this is a bit weird. Why do I need all this? You know, a few numbers. This is what confuses me. Well, what you want to do is you want to scroll down to whatever kind of controller that you're using. We'll just try and find PlayStation 4, which will be here. People kind of get confused because, like you said, look, it says we've got like three different types of PlayStation 4 controllers. They're all the same pretty much. What you want to do is you want to find your controller, Xbox, RetroLink, whatever you're using, highlight all that, and you want to copy that. You want to copy all that. Now from there, you want to go to your Windows search bar. You want to type in %appdata%, just like that, and it'll come up with your file folder here. Now from there, you want to find the file CITRA right there. You want to click CITRA. You want to find the configurations file. I don't want to rename it. And you want to see this QT configurations file. Click here. Now just let me just minimize the font a little bit, ladies and gentlemen, because that's a bit too big. There we go. Now right from here, ladies and gentlemen, this kind of 5, yep, you want to kind of just like, you want to go above where it says motion device and highlight everything else and copy the information over from this one to there. And then from there, what you want to do is you want to save it, click off it, click off that, and then that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. You are done and dusted. You can go back onto your CITRA game, whichever one you prefer. Let's open that up. Let's just switch over to my controller for a minute. Let's just go on load file, go to let's go to Dragon Ball Fusions, and then let's see if it works. Now like I said, if you did it right, or make sure you copy over everything above where it says motion device. That needs to stay the same because you're not using a motion device. You're using everything else more or less. Now what I need to do, I need to click off this first. I need to go back on it. because I plugged in my controller before I opened it up. What you want to do is you want to plug in your controller before you open the game, and then it will register. And then obviously you can hear me clicking my controller. We just wait for it to come up. If you want to change the view, you can go into full screen mode. If you want to do that, you can change the layout of what you want up here by single screen. If you want, that's entirely up to you. I use side by side. I'm clicking the buttons, adventure mode, everything's coming up. What you want to do from there, just go on full screen, move your mouse, and there you go. So you'll have Dragon Ball Fusions, you'll have Pokemon Star will work exactly the same. You'll have any ROM you want, it's entirely up to you, it won't matter. And yeah, you can have a good time playing Fusions and seeing who you can fuse. I've fused Bardock here, and I've got Mirror and Gine fused in that one. So download it, tell me what you think, let me see who you'd fuse together, and yeah, thanks for watching and see you later.